Rose was driving Freddie home from the hospital with Ford.
How are you feeling?
Much better, despite still being extremely weak physically.
Rose suddenly braked, causing Ford to almost fall into the back of the chair in front of him.
Oh, Mum, what was that for?
I saw a figure in the trees.
A figure? That could mean anything. Why would you stop the car to see a random person and...
Not just any figure.
What?
Ford opens the car door and glanced over at the trees. He also saw a figure, though he couldn't tell who yet.
Who's there?
Whoever it was ran towards the car.
Johnny.
Hi.
Glad I stopped, Ford.
Shut up.
Running away is worse than I thought it would be.
I wonder how Amber must have felt.
Horrible.
Probably.
Johnny, come home for a meal. Lunch.
But everyone else will be there, and I don't trust anyone.
Actually, no. These two wanted some time together, so I made Amber and rayalynn go into the town center with some friends. Which was probably a bad idea because there might be a lot of truants at school today.
Alright, fine, I'll come for a meal, but I won't be staying long. I just wanted to see Ford again.
Sure.
The four of them headed back to Rose's house. Ford helped Freddie out of the car.
I had a horrible dream last night.
Yeah.
It included fire.
Freddie.
Rose put the kettle on and started making lunch. Ford noticed Freddie flinch when steam came out of the kettle after it finished boiling.
Freddie, be honest with me. Are you actually okay?
No.
At least you were honest.
I don't know what is happening to me. Everything is scaring me so much, and I'm having nightmares, and I keep thinking back to everything that's happened.
That's normal. I had some of that.
But everything put together.
I know.
I'll get it.
The three of them follow Rose to the front door.
What a lovely surprise.
Well,
What is she doing here?
Let me deal with this.
Freddie almost stumbles into Ford and then decides to sit down in the hallway. Ford joins Rose in the doorway.
I want my son back.
No.
He can barely walk, Amy. If you try and take him back to your house, I swear and I promise I will call social services about your alcohol and your treatment of your children, and you will lose custody of all your children, so you'll be living on your own.
Amy glares at him before stalking back to her car and slamming the door shut.
That was epic.
I'm good at using my words, you know.
Suddenly, Amy drove back up the driveway.
Why is she back?
I'm not actually back. Just wanted to tell you something.
Tell me what?
I just called the police to tell them that Johnny's with you.
Ford freezes.
How dare you punish Johnny for something I said?
He leaves before Ford can say anything more. He turns to Rose.
Mum, what's going to happen?
Johnny had already run into the kitchen, grabbed a couple of bags of food before bolting out the door and disappearing into the street.
Johnny, wait! Will I ever see him again?
This is a nice surprise.
Does people being around doorstep ever end?
Johnny was here?
Not anymore, thanks to his mum.
Ford.
Ford started crying, then dashed through the hallway, up the stairs, and slams the door.
Ford, wait.
Freddie attempts to walk, but fails. Rose slams the door in Emily's face and then helps Freddie up the stairs.
I'll show you to your room. It's next to Ford's, alright?
Alright.
Rose took Freddie into his room.
He even brought all my stuff from home.
You can thank Lilliana. It's nothing special, but Ford really tried hard.
Thanks.
Ford suddenly runs in.
I'll leave you two to it.
Sure.
Johnny picked up my call. I'll put it on speakerphone. Hey.
Hi.
I hate Amy.
Sorry she's like that.
I shouldn't have blamed you, Freddie. I just panicked.
It's all good. Where should I go?
You can't keep living like this.
Ask your mum to buy a basement.
You can't just buy a basement from a shop.
I'd suggest my basement, but...
Right, yeah.
I'll be fine, I promise. I'll just find somewhere.
No, you...
Leave it, Ford.
Johnny, please, this...
He cuts off.
Why is he so annoying and stubborn?
Come downstairs and have some lunch, you two, okay?
Okay.
The three of them head downstairs. Freddie, who is extremely hungry, tucks in immediately. Ford slowly sipped a cup of tea.
Ford, he'll be okay. I promise.
I don't know, Mum. This is breaking him. He killed her for me and Freddie. Why does he have to be punished for avenging his friends and for killing someone who was a murderer herself? Surely it could be classed as self-defense.
He wasn't defending himself, though, so probably not.
It's ridiculous that they wouldn't punish Kara without evidence, or at all, but they're not even hesitant to punish Johnny, and I'm not even sure there is evidence, which makes the action so contradictory. And with Kara, there was more evidence than there is with Johnny.
He can't run forever, though. What happens eventually? What if the police never stop searching? How will he ever get his freedom back?
He won't. The last thing he wants to do is go to jail.
And on top of that, we have to deal with Yvonne, too.
Yes.
Yvonne won't hurt you. I won't let my sister hurt you.
You can't control her.
Ford, you need to stop worrying. Whatever the police are doing about Johnny doesn't matter in this circumstance. They still vowed to protect you from Yvonne. Emily did, anyway.
I don't know if they're up to the job. Rayalyn's probably more up to the job.
She should become a policewoman when she's older.
I could see that.
What do you want to do when you're older, Ford?
I'm not sure, and right now I don't really think about the future, because I'm never certain whether I actually have a future.
Ford.
I'll get that. You two stay here.
Rose answers the door.
Eve?
Hi.
Thank goodness you're not someone else.
What?
Amy was here, and Johnny was here at the time. She called the police.
What? Can I come in?
Yes.
Eve follows Rose in.
Eve.
Freddie! And I can't believe your mom called the police on Johnny. Where's he now?
He ran.
Sit down for some lunch, Eve.
Alright, sure.
I hate her.
Who?
Who do you think?
Oh, right.
The door opens at that instant. Amber, Rayalynn, and Lilliana enter laughing together.
Hi, you three.
Hi.
Freddie!
Do you want to know what our mum did?
Tell me.
Johnny was with us, and then she came here angrily, and she noticed Johnny, and she called the police.
Excuse me, what?
Johnny's in jail? No, he ran away before they got here, but I'm very angry at Amy for that. I don't want to live with her anymore. I can't do much about that, unfortunately. I wish I could. I miss Freddie being at home, but I understand. There's no way he can be with our mum. Yeah.
A few hours later.
I'm going to go back to Connor now. I'll be over tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Whose mobile is that? Mine, and it's my mum. I'm not answering. Let's all go into the garden together.
I'll make you all some hot chocolate, and you can make a campfire. I'll find some marshmallows.
Awesome.
The five of them head into the garden.
He'll be back, Ford.
Who?
Johnny, silly. I'm sure he'll try and secretly visit you with no one else finding out.
He looks so broken and disheveled. Right, Freddie?
Yeah, he didn't look like he was in a very good way.
He's not going to survive out there for long.
What do we do?
I don't know. He keeps cutting off my calls and being so weird. I don't want to lose him again. I really don't. And because he's out there all on his own, I'm worried Yvonne's gonna hurt or even kill him because he killed her friend, Kara.
Have you told him this?
No. You should. There's no point. Johnny does what he wants when he wants. I'm gonna be honest. He's probably safer in a prison cell.
True.
Yvonne already tried to kill him once.
Excuse me, what?
Oh, did I not tell anyone?
No, you didn't.
Nico saved him. It's going to happen again, isn't it? I'm going to lose him, aren't I?
Ford.
I can deal with it, just like everything else.
Johnny lingered outside of Yvonne's lair. Her office window was open a crack, so he sidled up to the window and listened.
They're going to pay for Kara's death.
Who?
Ford, Johnny, and Freddie. Johnny shouldn't be that hard to find.
Yes. When he's on his own, away from anyone, he won't go back. He doesn't want to go to jail. So we'll just have to punish him ourselves, won't we?
Of course.
Ford and Freddie are going to pay too. They were the reason Johnny killed my friend, Kara.
And mine.
If Ford wants Johnny to make it out of this alive, he's going to have to sacrifice his freedom. And this time, I'm making sure that my plans will end this once and for all.
End this how?
You'll see. but it won't be pretty.
Where do we start?
Let's wait a few days. Then we unleash our plans.
Sounds like a plan.
Johnny scrambles up from the floor quickly, banging his head against the window.
What was that?
The three of them ran out of the house. Johnny dives behind a bush and notices Yvonne's keys fall out of her pocket.
Her keys!
He runs and grabs the keys, running to Yvonne's car.
The car she almost killed me in. And I don't know how to drive, but...
He puts the keys in and slams his foot on the gas.
Hey! Come back!
Johnny drives the car, eventually hitting a large tree by Ford's house.
Not bad for the first time behind the wheel.
He watches the steam escaping from the front of the car, and then he quickly runs to Ford's house.
Who's there?
I'll see.
Ford went to the door.
Johnny?
You have to believe me, Ford.
Believe what?
As well as me.
Come on, Johnny.
You and Freddie are in grave danger.